discovered that Bianca Ojukwu have receded her step, she decided now, you know, to think good and to think wisely and to act wisely by trying to make peace between Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa, whom she have betrayed. Now, I give God the glory. If those governors will come together, if what has happened in Benue, it must not happen here. So it is good. Bianca actually begged. And listen to me, I'm not just telling you this thing. They are going to build, there's a Macron Bruce. Macron Bruce, the young man that says, stand, you can see the young man, that Mayrock, yeah. Bruce, who set himself ablaze. That is the person I'm talking about. If that young man can sacrifice himself as a result of what has happened, how much more you being the Biafran person, which in one way or the other you lose. If you did not lose in terms of money, you lose in terms of property. If you did not lose in terms of property, you lose in terms of human blood. You lose in terms of leadership. So in one way or the other, every Eastern man bears loss during the war. That's civil war. So you cannot just come after losing all this. You come back and begin to partner with your enemies who are causing so much pain, and they are not even ready to repent. You see why the woman, Bianca Ojukwu, I said the step that she have taken is a good step, and whosoever that gave her that advice love her so much. And now she want to build this thing in Anambra State regard to that young man, which she said the day of the opening that she is going to invite the family of that young man, the surviving family, you know, in regard as respecting what the young man have done for the respect of the Biafrans. So I love this.
When Bianca, Bianca Ojukwu, Mama Biafra, who's supposed to keep that fire glowing, set by his husband. Instead, Bianca is killing that fire of Biafra, quenching it, you know, because she has actually collected peanuts from APC juggernauts. This current administration has gone too far to destroy Igbo man. But you can see that we stand gidigba, resisting them with all we have.
People have the right to air their opinion, say what they want to say about issues. But as an elder among Biafrans, as one who experienced the war, as one who knows the price that Ekpa paid to get Biafra, to defend us from being annihilated, his wife, Bianca, cannot fight against the Biafran cause. If she does, the spirit of the land, the spirit of her husband will strike her. And so when people say she betrayed, I can't take that. Possibly, she might have problem with any Biafran agitator, maybe the way the person is agitating or was agitating, or maybe because of one thing or the other that person did. For instance, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a human being. I don't expect 100% from him. I don't expect perfection from him. So also Mazi Simon Ekpa. You understand? We are human beings, so we are liable to errors, mistakes, and sins. And so I cannot come out and say because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in Nnamdi Kanu that everything he does is right. Or that Simon Ekpa is a Biafran lover, that everything he does is right. Sometimes we human beings do right things the wrong way. And when that happens, someone else has the right to complain. That for me is not betrayal. That you air your opinion about an issue, it's not betrayal. Possibly it goes the wrong way, the other person thinks. You understand? Who knows what some people are saying about my opinion, which I am hearing. Some might not like it. Some might like it. Some might see positives. Some might see negatives. You understand? So that is life. But to say that Bianca will come out and betray Biafra, It's not possible.
But
I don't believe that.
you don't believe that. But a lot of people are so aggrieved with the fact that she works with Tinubu and work for the Nigerian government. As regards she accepting, to work for the Nigerian government. That does that this alone does it not think that with this action not make the Biafrans angry with her?
No. If anybody is angry with any Igbo person, Bianca or any other person, for working with Tinubu or working with the Nigerian government, that person might not be applying wisdom. And what is wisdom? I define wisdom as the crafty and subtle perpetuation of intelligence. It is crafty. It is subtle. You understand? See, some people call it politics. Some people call it diplomacy. As far as the word relationship is concerned, diplomacy must come in. And when you apply diplomacy, some people will see it as politics. There is nothing wrong in working with the government of Nigeria, but it depends on what you are doing in that government. There are Igbo senators, there are Igbo governors, there are Igbo people in different places pushing behind the scene for the good of Igbos, for the good of Biafra. You understand? So for Bianca to work with anybody in Nigeria, that is not a sin. She might be perpetuating intelligence craftily and softly. You understand? So that is my take. She has not done wrong per se. See, that woman has a big responsibility upon her shoulders. She is the Queen General of Igbo and of Biafra. If she betrays the spirit of Igbo or the spirit of Biafra, I tell you the truth, she will die. She knows she cannot betray. She cannot betray. She might be doing some things, which is diplomatic, some might say political, but with an innate interest of the East, generally, and of Biafra, of Igbos particularly. You understand? So I want to free that great woman. She's our mother general as far as Igbos and Biafrans are concerned, and I don't my heart for her.
Okay, but a lot of people have come out and said that she was the instrument that the Nigerian government used to tame or put Simon Ekpa where he is today currently. They said because after she assumed this position as as I think as a foreign minister, as a foreign minister of foreign affairs, this was when because I think Tinubu took her in because she's the wife of Ojukwu, and she going to Finland or pressing charges against Ekpa there in Finland, because she's the mother of Biafra. Finland will finally or are there because SCDS Musa, the chief of army defense staff, come and severally say that what the Finnish government are not wanting to do anything as regards Ekpa, what Ekpa is doing there in Finland. But as soon as Bianca came in, we saw that it didn't even took up to 2 months. Ekpa was arrested. Do you not think she will? Because even when the foreign minister of Finland came to see Tinubu in February, he said, Ekpa was blocking what the bilateral agreement and the business relationship between Nigeria and Finland. Do you not think that Bianca could have been used, to tame down Simon Ekpa?
Like I said, Bianca cannot be used against Biafra. If she does it, she will have problems. The spirit of land will not spare her. The spirit of her husband will not spare her. You understand? I hope she understands this. Like I said, I don't expect perfection 100% from anybody. Bianca is a human being, and beside that, a woman, and women are naturally weak. You understand? But one thing I want every Biafran to understand, every Igbo person to understand, is that no human being, no man, no woman born of a woman can quench the Biafran fire. You understand? Bianca or no Bianca, Finland or no Finland, Simon Ekpa or no Simon Ekpa, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu or no Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, nobody can quench the fire. You understand? Personally, I am totally disappointed in the Finland government. Simon was one of their soldiers. Simon lived there, impacted on that country. You understand? So for them to come out and in the whole thing, I see a drama, and I believe the Nigerian government may have spent big on Finland, and I know that the whites are corrupt. They are lovers of money. They are gluttons of money. They cannot resist the money that comes from Africa because there is too much money in Africa. You understand? And so the government here might put them under pressure to sort of do something that they know in their heart is wrong. But because of the weight of the money, they just want to do it like, let's please them. You understand? And put Simon Ekpa in house arrest, all that propaganda and all of that. But Finland government, I know, cannot hurt Simon Ekpa. You understand? So in all this, Simon is healthy. In all this, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is healthy. You understand? Sometimes when people are put in detention, it offers them the opportunity to rest. Eat well, rest well, explore yourself, explore your mind, write down some books, and all of that. I remember when Major Al-Mustafa was incarcerated in Krikri prison. Myself as a pastor and one of my pastor friends used to visit him at Krikri. And I remember we were talking one day, and Mustafa said, well, he said, it is not a problem for him that they kept him there. He said, for over 30 years that he's been in the military, he has never rested. So being in detention was an opportunity for him to rest. And as he was resting, he saw he was refreshing. And you see Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, each time he comes to the court, he looks very fresh and very healthy because he's resting. And so Simon Ekpa would also be resting. You understand? None of these guys will die in detention. It's just a matter of a bit of time. You understand? If they enjoy the money that is given them and they try to, explain things out to him, oh boy, stay here for a while. We cannot hurt you. You belong to us. But this international politics has to be played, and then they put him there, and after a while, he will come out and be a free man again. So our people, Biafrans, should always understand this, that wisdom means the crafty and subtle perpetuation of intelligence. You understand? When some of these things are happening, intelligence is being perpetuated craftily and subtly. You understand? And so they shouldn't take it out of context. You understand? And this is wisdom. So Bianca doing this or doing that, nothing spoiled. Nothing spoiled. We are safe. And I tell you the truth, Bianca cannot betray Biafra. She must never. She cannot.
She talked about the unity during the opening of the, during the commissioning of the memorial. She said, the Biafrans should be more united. But a lot of people have disagree with her that she's saying this, there's no connection between
She
her and
was
the Biafrans.
misunderstood.
She was misunderstood.
Bianca, I tell you the sincere truth, was misunderstood for whatever she has done. But you know one thing, a whole lot of us see Nigeria as the enemy. So when any of us is in the camp of the enemy, we tend to say that that person has betrayed us and is now the enemy. Working with Nigerian government does not mean you have betrayed Nigeria. You have betrayed Biafra. No. Intelligence must be perpetuated. Diplomacy must be unleashed. You understand? And so we should be patient with certain people when they do certain things. Is Peter Obi not trying to become president of Nigeria? Are we not supporting him? Does it mean that Peter Obi has betrayed Biafra? Does it mean that we that are supporting him have betrayed Biafra? No. Intelligence is being perpetuated craftily and subtly, which is wisdom. So let's take it easy with some of these people sometimes.
Enwere ihe na-eme no, enwe ihe na-eme no. We are here, now we there here. You like that
Yes, sir.
Yes, when we just see the whole name, I am Adamba.
Yes, sir. Okay. Yes.
Enwere ihe na-eme no, enwe ihe na-eme no. We are here, now we there here. You like that Biafra, all hail Biafra, all hail Biafra, all hail Biafra. Chineke.
Yes, sir.
Yes, when we just see the whole name, I am Adamba.
Yes, okay. Yes.
Enwere ihe na-eme no, enwe ihe na-eme no. We are here, now we there here. You like that
Yes, sir.
Yes, when we just see the whole name, I am Adamba.
Yes, okay. Yes.
Enwere ihe na-eme no, enwe ihe na-eme no. We are here, now we there here. You like that Biafra, all hail Biafra, all hail Biafra, all hail Biafra. Chineke.
Yes, sir.
Yes, when we just see the whole name, I am Adamba.
Yes, okay. Yes.
In the southeast, even his lawyer came out and said that Ekpa is a good guy, that the killing in Nigeria still continues, and we've seen what people are saying about Simon Ekpa freedom. What is your take as a guy?
Yeah, glory be to God. I remember humble the one and the only Biafran evangelist. Remember, before now, I told you people one certain time when Steve Bruce, one of the dictator, dictated and he did a research concerning Simon Ekpa, Macron Bruce, thereabout. Then that was last year when this issue started, when he was arrested. The ending of the last year, he said it. That was in the month of December. He said in this case that he have cross-examined it and he discovered that Simon Ekpa is going to win anywhere in the court. Remember, he said it before today that Alexander Levis become the new lawyer of Simon Ekpa. And the same man repeated the same thing that Simon Ekpa was saying. So he himself now has said the same thing. And then this is the third lawyer. Are you getting it? This can Gumeres. He cross-examined the previous ones. And what happened? He said, let's go there. I am with you. You know, in court, I don't know if you are following it up. He has about 19 sons following him to defend him, volunteers to defend him. And you can see what happened today. There's Simon Ekpa for the very first time, ever since this court case started, him smiling. You know, the other, they made that May 13th. You understand? As at that time, when you look at it, you see the way he was behaving like somebody that they put inside coma. They are just bringing out of ice freeze. But today, he appeared differently. He came out warmly, smiling, to the point you see people, all those lovers, the Biafrans in Finnish government, was like taking pictures, smiling with him, taking pictures together with him. And when I look at the call, when I look at everything, I discover that finally, the hero Mahuno is on a smiling face with a smiling character. That is definitely, and finally, like I've said before, definitely that he's going to win. And finally today, you see what happened. Nigeria with their delegates, the US with their delegates, has finally, with a Pitamba 50 evidence, they have finally fallen out. They have been totally crushed. They have been totally demolished. Remember the other time they have about 3 DOS. One saying name na Carlo Isaac. The other one saying name na Pastor Udochi. The other one name na Ngokede Williams. So when they came, and at the end of the day, cross-examination was given to them, and they fall. And the next day of the court, the two that are supposed to appear, because they heard what has happened to those that have appeared, those 3 that appeared, what happened? They refused to come. You know how much Nigeria spend? And do you know how much Nigeria spend every day that these 2 persons or these 2 people, 2 individuals appears in the court, especially the one here in Nigeria, Mazen Namdekano? Do you know how much Nigeria spend? Because Nigeria is a country that don't know the value of money. They don't know the value of resources. They don't know how to channel it or where to channel it in order to generate more. They are just good in doing what? In extravagant spending, ravishing the resources and the blessings of God that God Almighty has given to us. Because we did not struggle to get it. That is why they are ravishing it like that. But glory be to God. So far, so good. We have won. Not just winning, but we have won. Because it has become a past tense. Yes. Then Simon Ekpa, I repeat again, Simon Ekpa,
Is he going home?
the PM himself, is going home. You can see the smile on the faces of everyone that appears in the court today. Out of the courtroom, smile, jubilation all over. Don't you see his step of dancing again? Because he has completely not just destroyed, but demolished Nigeria with their evidence, and so those that come to witness, they have been completely demolished. Just the same way Israel pounded Iran. That is the same way Simon Ekpa pounded Nigeria and their false witnesses.
Anyway, I'm an Igbo man, and there was never a time in history Igbo man was tagged or proscribed as a terrorist tribe. So what we are saying is that Igbo man has never been proscribed and can never be terrorist. Ekpa, from onset, all the accusation against Ekpa is nullified, you know, and Ekpa is vindicated. It is a winning streak as he continued the first day he went to court. It is the same winning streak. And I'm telling you, today, people have already begun to cluster around the court, where Simon Ekpa's legal team will have face-off with Finnish legal team, finally. And we've seen that actually, what has actually transpired today, already as I'm talking to you now, because I know that the proceeding has, started. Ekpa is victorious. There's nothing actually indicated that Ekpa is going to lose. There is shame already on the Igbo testifiers, the ones that masquerade themselves, from Finland to come and nail Ekpa, and the rest 4 incarcerated. You could see how disgraceful it was for those testifiers, which actually indicated that Ekpa is free. And we should write it down in history that Ekpa has defeated Nigeria in Finland. Actually, the offense in question was committed in the southeastern Nigeria by some criminals, political, opponents fighting themselves using local vigilantes and the criminals to fight themselves. And all of a sudden, federal government of Nigeria group Mazi Simon Ekpa, that is the one, sponsoring or fueling this sage or spate of bloody criminalities going on in southeastern Nigeria. But I can see what has transpired so far when Bianca, Bianca Ojukwu, Mama Biafra, who's supposed to keep that fire glowing, set by his husband. Instead, Bianca is killing that fire of Biafra, quenching it, because she has actually collected peanuts from APC juggernauts. This current administration has gone too far to destroy Igbo man. But you can see that we stand gidigba, resisting them with all we have. And I can tell you that Bianca has lost out in Finland. Ojo, the so-called Minister of Interior, has disgraced himself in Finland. Because actually his testimony and witness could not stand for want of substantiated evidence. No, Bianca, CDS, Ojo, the Minister of Interior, all of them failed woefully in Finland to do what? Come forward with substantiated evidence. Simon Ekpa committed such. We've seen Ekpa in flying color and Ojukwu's wife disgraced out together with Interior Minister Ojo. The rest of the Igbo masquerade or masked testifiers, they have actually lost out.